Back in the 1400s, people avoided fairies at all costs.
But their original names weren't fairies. They were first called nymphs.
They were said to be fallen angels.
In ancient Greek mythology, they were sent down by the gods, but since then they have been taking on a new meaning.
And today, we are going to be telling you all about the truth most people don't know.
Hi, my name is Maddie.
I'm Ellery.
I'm Caroline.
And I'm Addie, and this is Clay Classic News Presents.
On today's episode, we are going to be telling you about cryptids.
So in our case, we will be telling you all about fairies.
So let's get started.
If you think about it, it's crazy how popular fairies are. Like, there are plenty of movies and stories right now that would have never happened hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, for sure. Peter Pan, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, and so many more.
It's funny that back then they said they were evil, and now they're always the good guy in practically every fairy tale.
They really are like sweet little mythical creatures now. No one would ever think a second thought about them being somehow evil.
Did you know that they became popular to the British in the 1400s?
Yeah, the legend of fairies comes from Europe, and so many of the stories are from Ireland and Scotland.
In the 1400s, the British people were scared of fairies because they thought they could curse them since they were so much troublemaking.
That makes sense, because many legends say that fairies were demons.
The British also called fairies the neighbors, or the little people, or the gentry, because they were scared that using the name fairies would summon them.
But yeah, today they're not looked at like that.
Yeah, today people tell their kids that they lose their tooth. Well, we're getting somewhat close to the end.
Yeah, so we should probably all make our last guesses.
So as we know, fairies have been around a long time, so TV has got a part in painting the ideas of fairies.
Yes, I believe it's taken the biggest part.
Most fairies that I know are from my favorite shows.
Exactly, that's why people know fairies as small people most of the time as women that have wings and are really magical.
But now you've listened to the podcast, you know the truth.
What you've been thinking about them has come to an end. Fairies actually have so much more to them than people think.
I agree. And with that, it's time to wrap up this episode.
Thank you all for listening to this section of Clay Classic News Presents.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Clay Classic News and on Twitter at Clay Classic.